That's a lot of money.
And in South
For
Africa?
something that just started. That's a lot of money. So I'm quite thrilled and excited to know more about the local podcast industry. We've got a gentleman by the name of Lindani. He'll be elaborating further on what inspired him to start his own podcast and how does he find a podcast as a business.
Yes.
That's the topic that we're having, podcasting as a business.
Okay.
So let's welcome Lindani. How are you today?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How are you doing? How are you doing?
I'm
Just tell
fresh.
us tell
I'm
us about
fresh.
yourself, how you started the podcast and why.
Yeah, mina
Just
Lindani.
briefly about yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Who's Lindani?
Lindani, Dlamini. I'm just the guy who loves to express himself, yabona, my feelings and everything. I do acting.
Okay.
I have started doing podcasts.
Okay.
Yabona. So the reason why I started want to do podcasts, nobody do it. I say this is an opportunity for me to do it because nobody's doing it now. Yabona. Even the contenting now, nobody do it. So I say, wow.
So uyenzelaphi where do you broadcast or niyenzelaphi podcast yenu?
Yeah, I podcast ya Torah, like
Okay.
move on space.
Oh, that's nice.
That's
That's interesting. So is it around only Protect Glen or around maybe any township nje, where you find content, and what is the type of content that you talk about?
Your content mainly conspiracy theories, ideologies,
Yes.
many things. These stories are zero to hero, life blowing, life turning down stories. Yeah, how life it is.
Okay. So how long have you been doing this?
I started launching this month. I started maybe podcast maybe last year, June, to plan everything about delay go ngayofunda ezinye izinto to organize teamwork nezinye izinto yabona, and then I said okay, let me start this year. So ngicala ukulonja this like last month.
Okay, so it's fairly fresh.
Fresh.
Yeah, it's relatively
Fresh.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's
yes.
relatively new. But if in case just wanted to give you set up your studio. So we've got Lindani, and Lindani has got his guy who's actually doing the podcasts as we speak.
Yes.
So he's actually profiling this show as we speak. We're really grateful for you doing that. We have a few set of questions that we want to take just for you to see, like you said, the podcast is relatively new. But we would like to find to understand your understanding of the business here podcast. The first question is, what is your understanding of podcasting in business and as a business? It's a tricky question.
Yeah. For my side, my understanding is just to put people together.
Okay.
These kids, they come together and listen. That feeling, that emotional feeling. Yeah, to just put people together to listen. Good stuff.
And how well have you been doing in terms of pulling people together? What was your biggest topic that you said, okay, this happened to touch one or two people in my podcast? What was that topic that you said you covered within your topic? And how do people access your topic? I think that's one thing that we need to emphasize.
Yeah. Oh, it's tricky though, because not everyone will love yabona yonke into ekhulumayo.
Yes.
Yeah.
Controversy is good.
Yeah, and you may take it negative, positive, all those feedbacks, they're good, but though, because they keep moving, they keep you moving, and what's cool they put. So I don't have like the certain topic. I would say this is way people they should understand things. This is what people they should understand, or what people they need to hear. I just say people like things that they need to see and understand and love. And
True.
love.
Because we can't always talk about what people like. We have to delve into topics that actually make us uncomfortable, because the mainstream media is always avoiding those type of topics. So I'm a podcast. They help us by, in fact, going deeper into conversations that make people uncomfortable.
Definitely. I think that's the objective is on a podcast. But the business side of the podcast, I think we need to look and touch that as well. Because at the end of the day, it is a business. So, Nina, as a business, what is your approach in terms of this has to be a cash flow?
Yeah, gain revenue.
I think it's letting people know about it. Yabona. Ukubona if you stock something nayo endlini and you're selling it, you can't just be ube nayo endlini your artwork.
Yeah.
But ube nayo endlini just be like, okay, I'm doing art. You need to sell it, and so that you can make your artwork move.
So how are you selling yourselves?
Marketing it, words of mouth.
Okay.
Yeah, they work for me. Yeah.
Okay, that's great. So are you gaining followers? Are people
Yeah,
interested?
yeah.
And where can we watch it?
YouTube. I'm streaming on YouTube. Yeah.
Okay, streaming on YouTube. And what is your channel called?
Lindani, Dlamini.
Don't forget, guys, Lindani Dlamini. So what I want to know as well is how effective is a podcast, né? By sending a message, then maybe like a radio. So how is it stronger sending messages via a podcast or via the radio?
Oh, yeah, that's hard. Because you can't challenge like the old foundation and the old grandmothers.
Yeah.
Where new kids just you need to know the language, how it's been spoken, understand things. So yeah, we collaborate with our mothers. We can't fight our mothers.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
Somehow we will fight, but yeah.
So manje nina nachugana.
No, my podcast it's free language, but I won't ngiyibeke ngaloo ndlela ukuthi it's like kuyathukwana intentionally like very
Okay,
like
okay.
Yeah.
People should expect that. Or you
Yes.
have
Yeah, I wouldn't lie. You should expect it because it's part of your emotions.
Yeah.
It's part of your emotions.
I think, Nina, personally, I would like to know when, like you said, you saw the gap in the market when you started the podcast.
Yeah.
12 months from now or a month from now, you might have a competition who sees exactly the same thing that you
Definitely.
see. What would be your approach in that regard? Because, like I said, it's a business, and we're talking about the business of podcasting. And in any business, there's a competition. As Lindani, Dlamini, and it.
Yeah.
That's your podcast. What's the plan forward in terms of you distinguishing yourself from the next guy who says, Namna can be a Lindani and do a podcast and sit and talk? Is there something, I know it's too early because it's just a month, but that's something that we need to look into. Because the podcast, every day there's a podcast. If I was looking at his stats, every single month there's over 20,000 podcasts that gets uploaded in that system that you have access to. That's various topics, from business to social to to community. So have you done that outlook where you say, if someone says I'm coming into the game, this is my next move?
Yeah, definitely. For me, in my side, because I'm a strong man. We'll say that I'm a superman. So competition, it's fresh to me, just like a milk.
Okay.
You understand? I showed me like, okay, I will play safe. No way, I don't do that. I need that competition to come and strong me up. Because I need somebody who will be like, yeah, I'm on your back, run.
Okay.
Yeah, I love that.
That's nice.
So just paint for us a picture of a day in Lindani's podcast. What? Just give us one show that you covered, and what brought that show to mind? What made you say, today we're gonna sit down and shoot this?
Yeah.
Just to paint a picture to the listener out there to know, when I watch or tune in or subscribe to Lindani's podcast, this is what I should anticipate.
Yeah, most of the time what I love, it's all about yourself. Every day, everywhere, every time, it's all about yourself. So what I love most is to free your mind. I love that. So it's mostly my topic. I can focus most of the time. Just free your mind.
Free your mind.
Yeah.
And so like I said, we will go back to business. I will put you in the business spotlight because as entrepreneurs, we need to engage and talk and look at it from a business perspective. Like we said, the name of the show is Kasi Market Experience. So we touch on small businesses and communicate with businesses. So within this month, how are you finding the podcast industry from Lindani's perspective. You are now in it.
Yeah, in the
You started, it was an idea, but now you're doing it. What is the experience thus far?
Yo, oh, it's been rough.
Really?
Yeah, it's been rough. You know, because on my side, I've been marketing it most of the time.
Yeah.
Not everyone will love that idea. Somehow you explain to people sometimes about understand.
Yeah.
But what are you talking about?
Yeah.
About somehow abanye be like, no, I'm a podcast entirely. You understand? So yo, it's like you need to go in the place where to find those people who love podcasts and you know which that place. So sometimes uhlangana nabantu abaningi abayi-hundreds abangamamela ama-podcast and you talk to them, you talk to wrong people, and then you starting to feel like I should give up.
Yeah.
Because I've been meeting all these wrong people.
Yeah.
So for me, it's all about just going there every time, persistently do it.
So how do you market your podcast, if I may ask?
I do words of mouth. Yeah, words of mouth. Yeah.
So pretty much this engagement.
Yes,
It's how you market.
Yeah.
So this is the platform. How would you market it to the listeners out there who would be listening to the Lindani?
Yeah, Lindani Dlamini is quite an interesting guy. I can say I am a discovery on this world.
Okay.
Yeah, you understand. You will love to drink that type of tea in the morning for me, just to feel to be yourself. You understand, and free your mind and love yourself infinite. You understand, because it's all about you. When you go out in the world, it's not about you. It's all about everybody. So if you lose yourself, you will lose everything. Yeah, well, so come and elevate with us. Have a nice topic and enjoy yourself. You understand? Because when you listen, you'll be like, oh my God, I still me.
Okay.
I still.
So just in support of that, one of the topics that you had on one of your show was school culture. Yeah. So school culture.
Yeah.
What were you touching on when it comes to school culture in alignment to what you're saying? You know, self-belief, self-motivation. How would you align one of the topics that you had with on your podcast? I think it was touching on school culture and the lifestyle versus then and now.
And now.
Yeah.
Yo.
Yeah, that's what I saw.
You saw, yeah. Yeah, school culture. You know, I'm not saying it's like probably wrong or right. You understand?
Yeah.
School is for school. You understand?
Yeah.
Be yourself is like, it's just be yourself. It doesn't need to go to, man, you have to be like thinking like, oh, me if it's a school or what. You understand?
Yeah.
So if it was a scalar, you should know it's okay, it's a scalar for these reasons, for that. You understand?
Yeah.
So what was happening when you had that topic? What was going on? Are you guys currently in school or is it after school and then you had that topic because of the stuff that you experienced during your school?
Moment.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's all about like after school. Yeah, it's all about after school because you go into school, you never see what's going on. Because every moment you can't see. You enjoy moments when it's over because you be like, oh my God, that was amazing.
Yeah.
Because it's out, say you enjoy things. Happiness is all about.
Yeah.
You can find happiness there. If like money can make you happy, it's when you find which money. Like, okay, saying you're happy now.
Yeah,
you understand?
definitely.
And and talking about money, right? What do you think will sustain your podcast in the next 12 months?
It's all about doing the process the way in corner and increase. You understand?
Okay.
Yeah, just gear one njengemonto, just gear one if ufuna amafutha gear 2.
Yeah.
And then ufuna amanye amafutha gear 3. So marketing it strong. I'm a location abaya, not just here, because if you go like podcast yami izomamela family yami, that's small number. You need to go out there. I'm a province abaya, find those people who will love, people who will be interesting. Yeah, so, marketing it.
So more on a technical aspect, do you think, for instance, hip hop has grown to such an extent where there are now schools in the USA where you can go and learn how to, it's an institution. Do you think our podcast will get to that point where it is an I know there are people online who are offering training, but you can't say it's an institution. Do you think that's required, putting yourself in a position with this is what I know and this is what you would like to know. So let's scale it. Do you think you know enough, or do you think there should be institutions that can assist in honing the podcast industry?
Yeah, it depends. The content the podcast about.
Yeah.
I would say that because if maybe mhlawumbe ufuna podcast most about businesses,
Yeah.
it would definitely need that sort of energy about what's okay, fine, we need school for this.
Yeah.
If maybe Jenny podcast, it's all about life, so it's all about experiences.
Yeah.
You can't be ukhulume ngento ongana experience and act like une experience kuyo.
Yeah.
It's all about experiences there. So we need to enjoy experiences of life and come back and talk about them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for listening. We have Lindani who's joining us, and he has his own podcast called Lindani A Dlamini. So please go to YouTube, type his name Lindani A Dlamini, and check out what he has in store for you. Like I said, he talks about life, he talks about self care, and there's a lot of topic that he will be covering in general when it comes to social bins and us as a people. We still have him here in studio, so if you've got questions for him in terms of how he started his podcast and what keeps him going, please send us those voice notes. You know the number, then we will play the voice notes shortly.
And if you want maybe him to podcast a show who maybe your business or an area where he can go to, since he does tours and he's not located in one location, you can also send us your details to 061-258-7338 and we will connect you to him. If you want a podcast to be done at your business or any area where you feel a conversation needs to be had. Okay.
So
let's wrap up and then we do the sports.
Yeah, we're wrapping up. You give Abandama details where they can find you. But another thing that I was thinking, maybe because you've started, maybe propose schools and do podcasts. Touching on school issues.
Okay, guys, so this will be Lindani A Dlamini. He will give us details of where you can contact him, his phone number, his his email address, as well as ne link a channel yabo.
Yeah. Ubongi active isile. Usasena Linda. He's still here.
Past 10.
Before we talk about that, I mean we were talking about bouncing off ideas. So Linda, my advice in closing is well done starting a podcast. It's not an easy industry, but it is. It looks like it's going to be a very lucrative industry. But find partners that can assist you in distributing your network. There's a guy, Batu Umashudu Mudau. He runs a podcast business called Lucha. Have you checked him out?
No.
It's quite brilliant. And, so check those guys out, and they do offer a platform where you can distribute your content. There are new platforms that are coming up. For instance, we have EKS TV, which is an in-house brand that you can that can assist you in distributing some of your content. We can hook you up with those guys and you can talk with them further as to how they can assist you in distributing your content. The other thing was maybe you can look into expanding your content into schools, because it seems as if you're relatively young. I'm not sure how old you are, but he is a baby face.
And that's definitely his market. That's definitely his market.
That's definitely his market, because that's a market that needs to be listened to, and they've got a voice. Young people are quite audible, and the challenge is that they don't have a space to express that. Maybe you can be that platform. That's my 2 cents worth. You can share your details with our listeners as to how they can access your podcast in the meantime, as well as your details if they want to invite you to the venue.
Okay. Yeah, if you are looking for any good podcast to listen, come and elevate with us with fresh minds, about brilliant minds, and come and have that. About why not? Lindani A Dlamini on YouTube, social network Lindani A Dlamini everywhere. Yeah. If you wanna send a email, it's Lindani Dlamini LED. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much, Lindani, for coming through. It's been an honor. I love the industry that you're tapping into. Please keep it up. Don't give up. I know it's a challenge, like you mentioned. In South Africa, we still have a lot to learn, and we're being exposed to a lot and in a very short space of time. So be patient. It's just exposure, I find. Internationally, probably they've been doing podcasts for years. South Africa was just started with that phase. So no, it might take time to adopt, but just keep honing and working on your craft. Thank you for your time once again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lindani, I am Dlamini.
Yeah.